Hello everybody, today is the start of Teves. Hope you are having an easy fast. And today we will also be concluding Perek Tes of Tanya. At the beginning of Perek Tes, the Alter was describing to us the strongholds of the Nefesh Elokis and the Nefesh Bahamas. The Nefesh Elokis resides in the brain and the right side of the heart. That is their strength of power. That's where they are most strong. And they can influence the rest of the body, but that's where they are found primarily. And the Nefesh Bahamas resides in the left side of the heart. Today, the Alter will describe what is their mission statement, what is their battle plan, what do they hope to achieve, and how will they achieve it. So both of the Nefesh Elokis and the Nefesh Bahamas, they both want to have dominion over the body. The body is how they can express themselves. If the Nefesh Elokis wants to have thoughts for God, he needs a physical human brain. And if the Nefesh Bahamas wants to have thoughts of Gashmias, of wish fulfillment, of promoting himself in this world, so he also needs the brain. So each one of them are fighting over the body to have dominion. And the example given is like two kings who are warring over a city that they're each trying to kick the other one out, and that they could be the sole authority in that city, and that all the inhabitants of the city will listen to them exclusively, and that they will not only listen to them, but they will be into them, they will love them, and they will be happy to fulfill the monarch's decrees and desires. So that, coming back to our Nimshol, coming back to the Nefesh Elokis and the Nefesh Bahamas, they each want to have dominion over the city, is referring to the whole body, and the inhabitants, each one of the inhabitants is each one of the limbs. That the Nefesh Elokis wants to own the brain, that all the thoughts should be for God. He wants to own the mouth, that all the speech and all the words should be for God. He wants to own the hands, that every mitzvah, and the Nefesh Bahamas wants the exact opposite. And they want it to come to a point, not where the limbs are begrudgingly listening to the Nefesh Elokis and Nefesh Bahamas, but they both want the limbs to be on board, to be like, yes, I want to serve God, not being forced into it. And the ultimate goal of the Nefesh Elokis is to not only have control of the body, but to also influence and convert the Nefesh Bahamas to also want God. That's what it says in the pasuk B'chol Levavcha, and the Gemara says that means B'shnei Yitzarecha, with both of your Yetzer Tov and Yetzer Hara. That he wants the Nefesh Bahamas himself to desire God. And how does he achieve that? So on a regular pathway of what the Nefesh Elokis is trying to accomplish, he has thoughts for God, and these thoughts give rise to emotions, the love and fear for God. But this original love, the first love that you will inspire within yourself, is going to be this love, kirish be'esh. It's like a burning fire, that you have this fire, you're so thirsting for God that you want to get closer and closer and closer. And that's because the more you learn about God and you realize His greatness, you see the great distance between you. So you have this fiery, burning, I need to get closer, I need to get closer. But the more you learn and the more thoughts you have, the more emotion you have, you actually start getting closer. And this level of love, as you get closer, is not the fire kind, but it's the water kind, because it's quenching your thirst. You get closer and closer, and it's quenching your thirst for God with every new understanding you have of Him, and every new delight that you can take in appreciating Him. This is getting you closer and closer. That is the water element. And this is the element that you will need to convert the Nefesh Bahamas. Because the Nefesh Bahamas, he essentially is a powerhouse of desire. He has Koyach HaTaiva. That's what he does. He desires things. And that desire comes from the Yisayid HaMayim, comes from the element of water. So if we want to convert him, we have to talk his language. So if you have love of fire, it's not going to work. But when you get that quenching thirst, that love of water, that will overflow from the right side of the heart into the left side of the heart to convert the Nefesh Bahamas. And what is the Nefesh Bahamas' mission statement? What does he want? That was all the Nefesh Elokis. Nefesh Bahamas wants the exact opposite. He wants that he will be the sole owner and authority in the body, that all thoughts and deeds and every speech will be only to serve his purposes. And the Alter Rebbe goes into very brief. He just says that the Nefesh Bahamas wants the exact opposite, because who he is at his core, he's just an opposite. He's a destructor. Nefesh Elokis wants this. No, I say the opposite. He said go right, I say go left. He said up, I say down. That's who he is. He's just a naysayer, an opposer. That's what he wants. However, he doesn't really want that, because who created the Nefesh Bahamas? God created the Nefesh Bahamas. So he knows his master, and he loves his master. He's just doing what God told him to do. God told him to be an obstacle for man, to be an obstacle for the Nefesh Elokis, because every time you have an obstacle, if you want to jump over, you need to be strong. You need to use more energy to leap over. So he's there to be beaten. His internal, what the Nefesh Bahamas really wants, is to lose. He just has to put up a good fight. The example given is when a king wants to challenge his son's morality. So he goes and hires a prostitute and wants her to seduce his son. Now, the prostitute will do everything in her power because she has to do her objective. She was hired to seduce the son. However, she loves the king, which means she also loves the prince, which means she really wants the prince to not be seduced by her. She's going to put her best foot forward, but she wants to lose. Same thing with the Nefesh Bahamas, that his agenda is to be a challenge to us, but he wants to lose. That is today's Tanya, both of their mission statements and battle plans. We will see you tomorrow for Perek Yud. Eretz Hashem.